What is up? 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 It is your host, Gabby, G-A-2-B's and 1Y. Yes, 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 yes. And welcome back to the New Normal Podcast, aka the podcast made with love. Wait a minute. Aka Still Breathing, aka the podcast made with love. Hey, ooh, hey, How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and continue to have a great week. I'ma just come out and say it like I will be having an amazing week if these gas prices wasn't so high. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but in my area right now, gas is about $4 to about $4.30. So if your gas is higher than mine, comment down below, man. Because I know gas prices is going crazy everywhere. So if you know, which we all know, I think no extra activities, because the way these gas prices looking, like I don't know if I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to start zooming again because, baby, these gas prices, honey. But nah, stay safe out here, you guys. Always do some reflections and be your true self. You know what I'm saying? At all times, even the times where it seemed hard, be your true self. Amen. Amen. So if you're not already, make sure you guys are following Made with Love podcast on Instagram, and make sure you are following us on Apple Music. Now, I said Apple Music. I said that the last episode, Apple Music. Make sure you guys are following us and tuning in on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and Spotify. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So today we're going to be talking about public embarrassment or public shame. So public embarrassment or public shame is when someone embarrass you or shame you for the way you feel, for your certain opinion about a certain topic, or making you appear less educated than you actually are, or embarrassing you or shaming you when you make a mistake in public. All right. If we want to go even deeper into it, it's when, well, I don't even want to say that, but sometimes, you have complete strangers, and then sometimes you have people who you actually know. And for the people who you actually know, sometimes they embarrass you by sharing something that you told them in private, and they do it in front of a group of people, or they do it in front of a group of people who you don't know, and they do it or they do it in front of people who you don't know, or it can be a mixture. You know what I'm saying? So, and usually these people are doing or embarrassing you or shaming you for attention, or they want people to quote unquote know who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? So be careful of these people. You know what I'm saying? Because these people do not have your best interest at heart. They usually just want attention, or they want people to feel or to agree with them. You know what I'm saying? They want to be likable. They want to be admired. You know what I mean? Um, they want to be, you could be a person who always have people around you, and they don't necessarily have to be your friend. It's just you always have people around you. Have people who not necessarily, what I'm saying, obsessed with you, but admire you. They like you as a genuine person, and people around you may not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are all these people, you know what I'm saying, liking this person, and like they don't like me? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like sometimes it's not always about you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to the people who are doing the shaming. Sometimes it's not always about you. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to find out why you think this person don't like you, or you feel like these people don't admire you, and you want somebody to admire you, then just ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you gotta do is ask this person, like, hey, it seems as though like you don't like me, or it's some confusion, some, what I'm saying, some this, some of that, that's being tangled up, and I just want to clear the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to people, communicate with people. You know what I'm saying? And if that person doesn't like you, then that person doesn't like you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is going to like you. You know what I'm saying? I was reading a quote the other day, and it was like, not everybody is going to like you, and that is okay, because you don't even like everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to be liked by everyone when you don't like everyone. You know what I mean? And it is okay not to be holding hands and jolly mood all the time with everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that you got something against that person. It's just that you don't really vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, stop looking at it as everything is negative, and just let things flow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop trying to be liked by everyone when you don't like everyone. All right. Be careful who you tell your dreams to, who you tell your goals to, because sometimes when you go and you tell people your goals and your dreams, then they go out and tell everyone else, like, hey, this person's trying to do this, and they ain't even got, such and such. So say for instance, you trying to start a business, and you tell this person that you trust, you know what I'm saying, and you don't really want everybody to know, you know what I'm saying, it's just like something that you thought of, you know what I'm saying, you've been planning for a while, so now you're gonna actually put action into it. So you tell this person in private, and then they go and tell, you know what I'm saying, their group of friends, or y'all might have mutual friends, so like y'all all go out, and then they just blurt out what you told them in private. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I told you that in private. You know what I mean? And like, they might add, like, they be like, oh, this person trying to start a business, and they ain't even, you know what I'm saying, got a car. You know what I mean? Or they don't even have enough money to pay rent every month. And it's just like, why are you sharing my business to people who know me, but they don't know me the way you know me? You know what I mean? And why are you betraying my trust? You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like you're betraying my loyalty as well. You know what I mean? And like I said before, be careful who you talk to about certain things, because not everybody have pure intentions. Not everybody will have your best interests at heart, at soul, and mind. So just be careful, be aware. And yes, I know it's hard, because somebody can look you straight in your eye and be 100% truthful and still, you know, betray you at the same time. Another thing is, stop expecting people to reciprocate the same energy that you reciprocate. You know what I mean? Not everybody is like you. Not now. Y'all might have similar interests. Y'all might have similar characteristics, a similar personality, but y'all not the same. So stop expecting people to be or to reciprocate the same behavior, energy, character that you give off to them. You know what I mean? And when you see that the energy isn't being reciprocated, then that should be another sign as well, because now you know, like, if this person's going to do this in private in a small group of friends or family, then they will do it if it was in, a group of strangers. You know what I'm saying? If people in public will shame you and they don't even know you, then don't you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, go up to that person, communicate, and see why they did what they did. But to me personally, I don't think that you should become friends with a person who already embarrassed you. You know what I mean? And my thing is, yes, an apology is great, but an apology without action is manipulation. And I refuse. Can't talk. I refuse to allow you into my circle, into my space. You know what I'm saying? Around my vibe, and this is all that you do. You know what I'm saying? Whether I know you or not. And that goes for family, friends, strangers, whoever. Like, I don't want you around my circle. Like, bro, you know how I feel about my weight, but you out here, you know what I'm saying, calling me cow. You know what I mean? Like, you know how I feel about my skin, but you over here calling me, you know what I'm saying, dark as, a chalkboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how I feel about these things in private. So why would you bring it into public? You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you like this feeling of like a hurt and disappointment, and it's like I can't trust you on that level. You know what I'm saying? And like, family is big on this, because like family, they want like you to express yourself to them and tell them what you're going through. And then when you do that, they go out, say for instance, it'd be like a little small family gathering or a family reunion. Not everybody know what you've been going through. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I didn't want everybody to know. I just wanted you to know. You know what I'm saying? Because you're my mom. You're my dad. You know what I'm saying? You're my grandparent. You're my aunt. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whoever it may be. And it's hurtful because, you expect this person to not tell your secret, tell whatever you have in private, but yet they do it anyway. And that is what hurts, is your expectations, and that you told them, hey, I just want this between me and you. You know what I'm saying? But yet they went and told someone else. Now, another thing is, sometimes what you tell a person might be too heavy for them. So that's why I say be careful who you talk to, because not everybody may be able to handle what you tell them. So sometimes, certain things gotta be for, mom. Sometimes certain things gotta be for dad. Sometimes certain things gotta be for a friend. Sometimes certain things gotta be just for your therapist. Sometimes certain things can only be for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be discerned. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I hope I am. But you have to be, or use discernment to figure out who to tell and who not to tell. And yes, I know it's very like nitpicking, but it's like, you're gonna keep having this same thing when you expect so much from this one person, or when you expect so much from several people. You know what I'm saying? And you already know how they are. You already know that, hey, this person is gonna say this and this to this person. You know what I'm saying? So save yourself the headache and just go to the person who you know won't do that. And that's more than likely a therapist, a counselor, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who is not in your day to day life. Um, but I hop off my soapbox. You know what I'm saying? When you confront these people about how you feel, don't um hmm, when you confront these people about how you feel, if they're saying that you're uptight, mean, um, or like they might say, you see how this person is acting? Like I try to tell y'all, like she's not or he's not what y'all think he is or what she thinks she is. You know what I'm saying? And that is your moment. That is your cue to not be friends with that person no more. Because first of all, my business shouldn't have been out. But now since it is, we have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like why did you do what you do? Why did you say what you say? Um and if they say like you're uptight, you mean, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all see how she truly is. Now y'all see how he truly is. That is a sign like this person never had your best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? They never wanted you to succeed. They all, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you got a hater, but you got a hater in your close space. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to do some cutting off. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some excluding. You know what I mean? And it's going to hurt because, you might know this person for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So like this person been with you through change. You know what I'm saying? It could have been from childhood. It could have been, you know, just a couple years ago you met this person. You know what I mean? So it's gonna hurt when you cut this person off because you trusted this person. You know what I'm saying? You got love for this person. You got care for this person. You know what I'm saying? You value this person as your friend. Maybe even value this person as your family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna help you in the end to not keep being in this type of pain and this type of disappointment every single time. Um, Something is shared without you wanting it to be shared. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And know that know know that majority of the time when people share your business is personal. And also know that majority of the time they had plenty of time to come and tell you how they feel about you or how a situation made them feel before blurting. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk this episode before blurting out your personal business. You know what I'm saying? They had plenty of opportunities, to sit you down and say, "Hey, I don't like when you do this and this and that." You know what I'm saying? Or I don't like this about you. Or truthfully, I don't like you at all, and I'm just around you just to be around you. You know what I mean? People have time to communicate their feelings, but they just choose not to. So be careful. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, then communicate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, something don't feel right. Are you good? Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Um, what's not good? You know what I'm saying? Can I help you with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, communicate. And I think that's the biggest thing with everybody's problem. No matter if you're friends with someone, family with somebody, strangers, we don't communicate. We just assume that this is how it is and this is how it's going to be. So that's what it is. And another thing for my people who embarrass people and shame people, know that when you're trying to use your trauma for clout, attention, or entertainment, you will never heal from what you're trying to heal from. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to bring down somebody to fit your level or be on your level, that's not making you any better. That's just you bringing somebody down to your level so they can be like you. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop bringing people down to our levels. Let's start embracing people, you know what I'm saying? Building people up, clapping for other people, even when, you know what I'm saying, we don't get claps for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest thing is that we don't want to do that because it's like, well, why does this person have all the claps? Why is this person getting all the celebration? They don't need that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why you gotta be so negative? You know what I'm saying? You and this person are on two different paths. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me personally, I'm going to clap for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, even though we might be doing the same thing, like a podcast or creative writing or, poetry or something like that, like, we could be doing the same thing, but we're on different levels at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's me versus me. You know what I mean? Um, and I feel like that's the biggest competition that we need to have versus you versus them or you versus others. No, you need to be better than who you were yesterday, who you were a week ago, who you were a month ago, who you were a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Who you were 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You need to be seeing improvement from yourself rather than trying to compare your results to somebody else. Trying to compare your journey, your process to somebody else. And I think that that's what also leads us into shaming people and embarrassing people because we don't have the things that we want. We don't have the life that we want. You know what I mean? And so, to the people who embarrass people, like I said, you won't heal from anything. You won't grow from anything. You just be in the same place you were until you figure out what you need to do so that you can grow. All right? So that's all I gotta say. I know I've been on the soapbox these, how many minutes we in? 25 minutes. So just know that good days are ahead. Better days are ahead. Let's stop shaming people. Let's be careful who we share our information to, especially things that we want to keep under the wraps. Relationships, you might be talking to somebody, but you don't want everybody knowing. You know what I mean? So be careful. You may want to start a business, but you don't want everybody to know just yet. Be careful who you talk to. There's a lot of small. It's about. Yeah, I cannot talk. It's a lot of small-minded people. So be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you surround yourself with. If the energy is off, communicate about it. Hey, what's up? You good? I'm good. If it's not, then talk about why it's not good. If it is good, talk about why it is good. You know what I mean? You're not a mean person or overreacting for calling a person out for embarrassing you or, you know, shaming you for something that you feel strongly about or that you told somebody in private and they shared it in public. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, it is your host, GA2Bs and 1Y, Gabby. Yes, 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 yes. And this is the New Normal Podcast, aka Still Breathing, aka the podcast made with love. And make sure you guys are following me or us on Made with Love Podcast on Instagram and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, and all other listening podcast apps. Amen. Amen. We only up from here. So, like I always say, be blessed and I love you. I'm out. Bye.